Thank you. So, why Springfield?
I get asked that a lot, and I choose to live here because Springfield is a place that I can enjoy the life I want.
I love the outdoors.
We can be on the lake in just a short drive.
It only takes me 10 minutes to get to work.
Or off to anywhere in the world.
I know my kids will be safe and well educated.
There are really good job opportunities after graduation.
I'm able to work remotely and create on a high level.
The healthcare options in this area are incredible.
The options for housing and cost of living are so affordable.
We have room to create.
I love to experience the excitement of sports.
Can't beat the food.
Or the drinks.
Why Springfield? Because all the pieces you need to create your own story are here. The only thing missing is you.
How do you become the person you're really meant to be? How do you reach beyond what you thought was possible? The answer isn't about the destination. It's in the journey. It starts when you become part of something bigger, when you join a community that works together to lift each other up, a place where you form lifelong relationships and encounter life-changing experiences. It all starts when you go beyond. At Drury University, we take a personalized approach in combining hands-on learning, meaningful mentorship, and real-world results to make sure you have every opportunity to succeed in both your life and career. Maybe it's fusing your passion for research with your devotion to caring for others, or turning your love of learning into a lifetime of teaching. Maybe it's realizing a busy life doesn't mean you have to give up on your lifelong dreams, or using music to do something more than just entertain, or combining your entrepreneurial spirit with your affection for the arts. The path you take is up to you, but you won't be alone. Along the way, you'll receive mentorship from faculty who take the time to understand you, whether it's staying after class to look over an assignment, or just hanging out during office hours. Your journey starts here, but the Drury experience goes beyond the boundaries of the classroom and around the world. So get outside your comfort zone, join a club, play a sport, get loud, take center stage. Ask to have class outside just because you can. Fuse your brightest ideas with your best memories. And if you get knocked down, get back up. We'll be here for you. This is your journey. This is where you belong. Look around. This is where you become who you're meant to be.
Today will not be easy. But you did not choose the easy path. Easy is not who we are. We are Drury!
You will be tested every minute that you are out there. And you will be better for it. We are
Drury! There's no time for fear in this room. When I look in your eyes, I see focus. I see intensity. I see an unrelenting desire to be unstoppable.
You have been waiting for this moment, and your moment is here. Who are we? We are Drury!
Who are we? We are Drury! Who are we? We are!
And live from Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena, it is Game 2 between Drury University and Maryville University. Hello, everybody. Steve Casson along with Amari Johnson here at Jordan Valley Ice Park. Scott Lutzke is running everything from the comfort of his own home, about 2 hours away from here. But it is a lot of fun if you've been to these games thus far. A lot of scoring and a lot of back and forth action between these two teams. And Drury got on the scoring first at 4:39 with a fourth goal of the season by Jacob Hawley. In fact, he leads the team, 5 goals, 13 assists, 18 total points. Keegan Ferguson is second with 17, and Ethan O'Rourke is 15, and Hawley got a couple of goals in yesterday's game. So did O'Rourke, but it was not enough, as goals by Rancilio and Mueller both had 2. Verdu had 1. It was a nice one. He was sliding on his back in the right face-off circle, chipped it up over the goaltender, Grayson Skirpan. At that point, when he did that, that made it a 2-2 game in the second period. And then Hedman gets a goal along with 3 assists from Bross, and it was a 6-4 victory for Maryville University. The one thing about the Drury Panthers, if you take a look at their stats, they have their top line, the one line that is really putting the puck in the net, and they are averaging 3 points or more per game. And I mentioned them, Jacob Hawley with 13 assists and 5 goals for 18 points, averaging 3.6 points per game. Keegan Ferguson, 17 points, 5 goals and 12 assists, and Ethan O'Rourke with 8 goals and 7 assists. He is the goal leader, but has 15 points and averaging 3 points per game. He also has 4 power play goals this season. So the other players, though, with 5 points, 4, 3, 2, and so on. So they're going to try to get some additional scoring from other lines. Now, keep in mind that yesterday they lost some players due to disqualifications, and a couple of them were the Kangases, Luke and Brady. They are not in the lineup tonight, so it's a different lineup for the Drury Panthers. I mentioned Ferguson, Hawley, and O'Rourke. That's their top line. Stegel, Fournier, and Labutis will be on the second line, and then Lorenko, Kane, and Teasdale will be on the third. They're going to throw together a fourth line, which is a guy that is a trivia question answer, and Xavier Abel. He scored the first goal in the history of the Drury Panthers, along with Riley O'Connor, who's centering Brody Behan, who will be in the lineup tonight, and their fourth winger is Hayden Doggett, also in the lineup tonight. For the Maryville University Saints, they are 2-2 now after the victory yesterday. The Saints, as far as leaders in scoring, Joey Rancilio is the leader with 7 points, 2 goals, 5 assists. Caleb Bross with 2 goals and 4 assists. And again, 3 of them he got in yesterday's game for 7 points, along with Nick Mumford, who has 3 assists, and a whole host of players who have 2 and 3 assists, points, and they are averaging about a quarter point per game. Rancilio, 1 3/4 points per game. Caleb Bross averaging about 1.5, and Logan Mueller is averaging 1 point per game. Again, just 4 games into this season. Take a look at the starting goaltenders for Drury, who come in at 4-1, ranked number 35 in the Central, and that is last year's final ranking. The new rankings have not come out yet. But it's Brett Sweet, the freshman out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He is 1-0 with a 3.0 goals against average and a .900 save percentage. For the Maryville University Saints, it'll be Addison Zeke. In 2 games, he's 1-1 with a 4.0 goals against average and a .910 save percentage. Fans are still filing in here at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena for this game, which is, for our purposes, it's game 3 of 4. Again, yesterday there were games where the Drury Panthers, as I mentioned, lost by a count of 6-4, but Missouri State Division III played Maryville Division III, and they had a big 8-0 victory, did the Ice Bears, over Maryville. And in that game, Bar Bialik gets the shutout for Missouri State. Those same 2 teams will play at 6 o'clock tonight. We hope you'll tune in for that. The coaches are on the benches. They are ready to go. The team, at least for Maryville, is out on the ice first and will be ready to start the game here in just a moment. We'll take a break and be back to Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena, for the opening puck drop.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Let's head on down to Dayton Lovin for the introduction of the On Ice festivities.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Maryville Saints. At forward, number 15, Kyle Bracco. At forward, number 24, Frankie Cardinal. At forward, number 77, Alex Kohler. Defenseman, number 6, Spencer Turner. Defenseman, number 55, Caden Whaley. Goaltender, number 31, Addison Zeke. The Saints are coached by head coach Kevin Gregory and assistant coach Gary Talkman. And now, Panthers fans, on your feet, let's meet the starters for your Drury University Panthers. Starting at forward from Plattsburgh, Missouri, number 23, Gannon Stegall. Starting at forward from Tampa, Florida, number 37, Patty Lebetis. Starting at forward from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, number 76, Louis Fournier. Defenseman from Fishers, Indiana, number 5, Hunter Finley. Defenseman from St. Paul, the Abbotsford, Quebec, Canada, number 13, Francis Young-Menard. Goaltender from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, number 35, Brett Sweet. The Panthers are coached by head coach Jeremy Law and assistant coach Cliff Cook and Brett Lathan. The Panthers athletic director is Sarah Robinson, and the strength coach is Corey Roy. Tonight's officials are referee Don Arias, referee Terry Farren, and linesman Mark Marzola. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to continue standing, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor America with our national anthem.
Our national anthem from Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Game 2 between these two teams, Drury Panthers 4-1, Maryville University Saints 2-2. And I will disclose that, well, head coach Jeremy Law and I had kind of a little bet. He said if the team was undefeated through this weekend, then where we have the Drury Panthers coaches show at Holdfast, that I could order anything I want. Well, that's not going to happen, as yesterday the Panthers did unfortunately lose that game. I'll still see if he'll pay up on the bet. Fresh 20 minutes are on the clock, and we're just about ready for the opening period. Steve Casson with you, along with Amari Johnson, right here at Jordan Valley Ice Park. Scott Lutzke running everything from his home about 2 hours away. And we are underway in period number 1. The white uniforms again for the Drury Panthers, and Maryville in their black and red. Here come the Panthers down the middle. The first shot misses wide by Hunter Finley. Down in low. Stegel will chase for it. Louis Fournier with a pass that comes up the middle. Broken up, nothing but Maryville Saints. Keller with it. Alex will send it in. Has an assist this season. Grabbed by Frank Cardinale. They still battle for it. Punched out to center, and a one-hander comes across the line. They get it to Stegel with a drive that's partially blocked. Kept in, though, by Labutis, but we turn the other way. Kyle Bracco with it right side. Gets around a man, has some room. Bracco out in front, he shoots, and it goes wide. Good effort there by Bracco. And some pressure by the Maryville Saints quickly on here. If you remember yesterday, the first goal of the game scored at 4:39. That one by Drury's Jacob Hawley. Puck comes right out in front, steered aside. Goaltender Sweet moves it away. Now right out in front, drive, score. Maryville gets on board first, and it is the first time all season that Drury has not scored the first goal of the game. They had, prior to this, done it in the first 5 games, but not here tonight, as this goal comes at 1:21, and make that 1:21 will be the time of the goal. And it's 1-0 in favor of the visiting team. We'll catch the call from the public address announcer.
Saints goal scored by number 8, Mueller. Assisting on the play was number 27, Joey Rangillo. Goal scored at 1:21 on the clock.
So that is the goal, and it is Mueller's goal. Logan Mueller will get his 4th of the season. The assist will go to Rancilio. And it's 1-0. Panthers cannot hold it in. It's cleared all the way back down to the Drury end of the ice. Racing for it is Sawyer Lonesdale. Tipped off of his stick, and it's out to center ice. Line change for Maryville. So the Panthers trail 1-0. Puck along the right wing boards, broken up, sent right back into the Drury end of the ice. Lots of room for Nick Mumford. Gets cut off behind the net, though. Panthers had it momentarily, taken by Tyler Kane. Speaking of Kane, he will be our second period intermission guest. Hunter Finley will be our first period intermission guest. Hope you'll join us for that. Hafner had it for a moment. Puck gets flipped up. And we get a whistle for a stoppage in play. There is a downed Panther. It's Jake Lyons. And the officials stopped play. I assume they thought his injury was a little more than what it may have been. But the trainer came out immediately. He's back on the bench. Face-off just outside the Panther zone. Off the stick of Teasdale. Matthew has 2 shorthanded goals. He's averaging about 1.25 points per game. Out of Courtenay, British Columbia. Panthers put some pressure on. Teasdale steals a drive in that's partially blocked off of a skate. Goes behind the net, grabbed this time by Kyle Bracco. Left wing side, Bracco across the line, looking for some help. Chases it all the way down, stepping in front of him is Serrato. He'll have it for the Panthers. Serrato's pass, behind everybody, stays in the zone. Garrett White with it, a drive that's blocked. Out to center. Here comes Abel. He shoots in, pad save, rebound loose, and it's moved into the corner. Good save there by Zeke. Xavier Abel looking for his first point, the sophomore from Oak Park. Now the Panthers have it again, a drive in, save, rebound, and it's loose. It hopped right over Abel's stick on the initial shot from Young Menard. Here he is again, Francis with it, he shoots and he just missed wide through a dropped stick of Caden Whaley. Back in the Drury zone. Shot comes in, a backhander, it's blocked. Here come the Panthers. If they can get it out quickly, it's Brody Behan to send it up as far as the red line, and it's shot right back into the Drury end of the ice. 15:20 to go in the period. Shots are 2-1 in favor of the visiting team and the Maryville Saints. There's a shot up high, good pad save as that one came from Finley. Take that back, that was Spencer Turner, number 6 for Maryville. Here is a shot by Stegel, deflects up. After a save, we're going to get a hand pass maybe? Yes, we do. That'll stop play, keep it in the Maryville end of the ice. Shots even up at 3 apiece now. They've caught up on the scoreboard apparently. Off the draw, Panthers have it. Left side drive, it's blocked after the attempt by Jake Lyons, and we come the other way. 2-on-2, looking for a centering pass. Oh, what a save as Caleb Bross got the pass on the left side, and a big save by Sweet. Okay, I've got to say it, that was a sweet save. 14:39 to go in this period, and it's still a 1-0 game. It could have been a 2-0 affair for Maryville, but a big save there by Sweet. Labutis had to go off of his stick in front of the Panthers bench. 14:29 to go in the period. Puck down. Into the zone. Fournier with a drive and a save. Zeke made that save. Back in the Panthers zone. Left side. Sawyer Lonsdale. He'll look for some help up front. Doesn't happen, but stays in the zone. Hafner with it. Drive in, pad, save. Rebound behind the net. 13:55 to go in the period. Lonsdale again. Nothing but Panthers there, and finally it is cleared all the way down, and no icing. Stegel was the one who cleared it. He goes to the bench. We turn the other way across the Panther line. Delayed offside, so the Panthers have possession, and Hawley. Now to the defense and across the line as it's helped in. Swinging it around is O'Rourke. Near side boards. Stepping in front is Hawley. Gets around the stick of Hafner and comes out the other way. 3-on-2 for Maryville. Leading it is Hedman. Had a goal in yesterday's game. Now right side drive in, big save, and the shot by Mumford. And we'll turn the other way for the Panthers. Catching up with it is O'Rourke. A backhanded shot as he gave it to Sillenpaw, and it goes wide. Panthers keep it in. Ferguson. Keegan will work it around into the corner. Keegan is second in scoring with 17 points. Lead pass, glove down, taken by the Panthers again by Sillenpaw. Across the line, he's going to go to the bench. So he'll give that one up. And the Panthers will gain possession, though, as the puck is cleared all the way down to their own end. Francis Young-Menard. 5 assists this season, looking for his first goal. Panthers across the line. Backhanded out underneath or over the stick of Kane, and we're going to get a whistle for a penalty and maybe more. And it's going to go against Drury. So in the penalty box will be Francis Young-Menard. Saints go on the power play. This season, Maryville on the power play 2 for 16, 12.5%. But on the penalty kill, the Panthers are 76.5. They've allowed 4 of 17 times shorthanded.
Francis Young Menard. A 2-minute penalty, minor for...
Well, we're not going to wait for that as play is continuing. Here is Turner. Sends it through the right circle. Chopped at by the Panthers. Can they clear? No, not able to. O'Rourke couldn't clear it. Scramble for it into the corner. 1:20 to go in the period. Or, excuse me, in the penalty. And now a line change, a full sail change for Drury. In his own zone is Logan Mueller. 3 goals, 1 assist for him this season. Here's Mueller again. Down across the line, into the zone. Mueller with it. Centering pass, it's broken up. Chipped away. Hafner will have to reset. Back in his own zone. 36 seconds remaining in the shorthanded situation for Drury. Puck across the line by Luke Feltz, taken away and cleared. 24 seconds to go. Hafner. Now to Cardinale. Tried to pass in front and a good diving block by Serrato. Right side, over to Lane. Power play is 3. Now Maryville with possession. They center it right up the front. Good poke check away by Sweet. Panthers with Young Menard out of the penalty box. Works his way through. Keeps it down. Hits his man. Turned away. Here's a 2-on-2 for Maryville and Lane to lead it. Lane will send it down. Serrato pushes through. 9:52 to go in the period. Back behind to Hedman. Has some room up the middle, partially chipped away. Here's Bracco, blocked. Off the glass, sent out, and here's a break. O'Rourke has it, left side, he shoots, it's deflected up high. Good stick work by Feltz. Now behind the net, it's stolen. Taken and sent right out in front on the line. It's still loose, and as the goaltender Zeke skated through, he was able to keep it out, but the puck was moving and the officials kept the play going. And O'Rourke was right there, but he could not poke it home. 9:23 to go in the period. Puck at center. Panthers with possession. Bring it across the line. Chipped away. O'Rourke is there. Sends it in front, and a drive by Menard is steered aside off the glove of Zeke. Hawley and O'Rourke with some help. Sticked away by Bracco. Now behind the net. Gathering it is Feltz. Shoving it on a backhander. Out in front. Oh, what a save as Hawley shoveled it to O'Rourke. And a good save. O'Rourke again with a drive in, and this one is a slow roller that is able to be held onto by Zeke. Anderson Zeke, the sophomore out of Colorado Springs. He's 1-1 this season. He's faced a lot of shots. Coming into this game, he faced 89, stopped 81. Listed at 5'8", 160. Saints grab the puck. Rancilio with a drive, he scores! Joseph Rancilio, third goal of the season. And it is 2-0 in favor of Maryville. Here in the first period. 11:32 will be time of the goal. And actually, that will be Rancilio's 4th goal of the season. He had 2 in yesterday's game. So we'll catch the call. From the public address announcer, we assume. And maybe the assist, but...
Saints goal, scored by number 27, Ranglio. Assisting on the goal, number 91, Van Chuck Flore, and number 8, Mueller. Goal scored at 11:32.
The assists will go to Lafleur and to Mueller. So now a 2-0 lead. And Drury came in at 4-0 on the season and lost yesterday, trailed 2-0 here. A lot of hockey still left. Shot comes in and a score. The initial drive came in from Hafner. And we'll see if he gets credit for the goal or not. Leading the line was Goyer, but it is 3-0 at 7:05. So a 3-0 lead for Maryville over Drury right now in the first period. We get a stoppage in play here. This goal, 12:55.
Community can be stronger together.
And see if they announce the goal.
Saints goal, scored by number 21, Gower, number 21, Hefner, and number 14, Lauersdale, assisted on the goal. It was scored at 12:54.
So not exactly sure. I believe he said Hafner. So it is Gower's goal, his 2nd of the year. Hafner and Lowensdale will get the assists at 12:55. And this has quieted the crowd. Puck into the far side corner. There is Kane off of his stick. Panthers keep it in. Drop in with a drive that Lourenco is able to follow up, and it just goes behind Kane. Panthers are that close. Comes right out in front. Good stick work as Tisdale not able to grab it. We're going to get a penalty. This goes against Drury. It is a roughing call. Tisdale will go for rough. Second power play for the Saints. So Matthew Tisdale, number 16, with 2 minutes on the board. Puck flipped to the point and held in. Good play by Bachuda. Puck centered off the side. Let's catch the call.
Matt Teasdale, a high stick penalty, 2-minute minor.
So it is high stick. apparently. I thought it was rough. Now a shot comes in. Good save there by Sweet. That's what the official called. But we'll go with what the PA guy says. Puck up high. Here's a drive by Turner. Save, rebound, loose. Another shot. It's blocked into the corner. Finley is able to clear and send it all the way down. Line change for both teams. Play at center. Rolls it into the Drury zone with 55 seconds left. And now we get a whistle for a stoppage. Play apparently going to go all the way back down into the Maryville end of the ice. .44 seconds remaining in the penalty. Offside here with 36 seconds to go. Shots have now been updated on the scoreboard, 13-11 in favor of Maryville. Puck cleared out on a good play by the captain, Lorenko, as he goes to the bench. Now it's Maryville. Across the line, Hafner. Over to the right side. Down low along the goal line with 9 seconds to go on the power play. 4 minutes remaining in this first period. Puck chipped at. Power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5. Maryville still with possession. Dropped down in low by Lane. He's going to go, actually that's not Lane, that is LaFleur that goes to the bench, 91. Now the Panthers have it. Shot in, score from the left side. Ferguson will get the goal. And it's now 3-1. That'll be goal number 6 for Keegan. It hit the post and bounced right in. So this goal comes at 6:25 of the period.
Panthers goal, scored by number 81, Ferguson, unassisted.
So they're going to say unassisted, 16:25 the time of the goal. It's 3-1 now, although they have not put it up on the scoreboard yet. You get another one, it's a different hockey game. Shot missing wide by Turner. Cleared out, here come the Panthers. Oh, they had a break. And now they go offside. It's Ferguson trying to work the puck with Hawley, and they just miscommunicated on that drive. Play to the far side in front of the Drury bench. Dropped down low by Alex Keller. Panthers recover. Pass sent into the near side from the stick of Schmitz. Now sent back into the Drury end of the ice. .206 to go in this period. Panthers get another one. We get a different hockey game. Here they come. Down the middle. Trying to break through was Finley. Held on the point. Good play, but it's offside. Stegel, though, at least he kept the play in front of him. He'll take the offside. 1:50 to go in the period. .121, Mueller his fourth. 11:32, Rancilio his fourth. 12:55, Gower his second. And then the Panthers finally get on the board. Ferguson unassisted his sixth. And that's where we stand now. Shots have gotten a little closer. It's 13-12 Maryville. Puck all the way down for an icing call. Face-off comes back down into the Drury end of the ice. Don't forget, another game coming up at 6 p.m. Central Time. Right after this, it'll be Division III action, and that will feature Maryville's Division III team along with Missouri State. We'll have that game for you. Drive comes in, good save there as from the left side. Shot in by Hafner is gloved by Sweet. He'll hold on. .119 to go in the period. Puck flipped up right in front of the referee's crease, hits the netting, so we'll have face-off come back into the Panther zone, as that's where the shot originated, from inside the zone. Clearest, nearest, that is, face-off dot. Panthers win the draw. Are they able to clear? They can. And they do get it out. Here comes the captain, Hawley, across the line. Less than a minute to go in this first period. First period intermission guest will be Hunter Finley. Shot in, and it's covered by Zeke. .49 seconds left in the period. Off the draw, shot comes in from the left circle. That one by Serrato, the junior from Fenton, Missouri. Gloved by Zeke. We do it again to the right of the goaltender. Left as you look at it. And the face-off once again hits the netting. 44 seconds remains. Now we have some movement. They're going to get things set up, and the draw one again. Panthers steal the puck, although just as soon as they did, it's taken away by Maryville. Lowenstale. Pass comes up, intercepted, cleared out, and in on a delayed offside. In yesterday's game, we had a lot of play and not much stoppage in the first period. Here, this last minute or so, we've had a lot of stoppages. Hafner sends it in. The Panthers intercept. Saints will shoot it down once again with 18 seconds to go. Now with 11, Bracco to keep it in front of him. Stolen though, taken by Tisdale. A bouncing puck. Bracco is able to clear on his knees with 1 second to go, and that'll do it for the period. Shots on goal. Fairly even. Brett Sweet faces 15 shots on goal. Addison Zeke faces 14 shots on goal. Goals in that period, 4. 3 of them to Maryville. Mueller with his 4th, Rancilio with his 4th, Gower with his 2nd, and then Ferguson for Drury, his 6th. They're calling it unassisted right now. Penalties, the Saints were 0 for 2. The only penalties that have been assessed have been to the Panthers. And that's where we stand right now, a 3-1 game after 1 period of play. We will take a break, and when we come back, Hunter Findley will be our guest. We'll talk to him of the Drury Panthers. Panthers trail by 2 after 1 period.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Tri-Lakes Marine has upped its game. Not only is Tri-Lakes Marine the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state with G3 aluminum fishing boats and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats, Tri-Lakes is now the area's newest and largest Bennington dealer. Bennington pontoons are the pinnacle of luxury pontoon boats, and Tri-Lakes Marine has several models in stock. If you're ready to up your game on the lake, stop by Tri-Lakes Marine today on your way to Table Rock, just 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160, your full-service boat and motor dealer.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Hunter Findley is joining us of the Drury Panthers out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Freshman, defenseman, 6'1", 190, and I tell you what, with the uniform on, you probably look a lot more scarier than that. You're in your nice big Adidas sweater. I don't know if that's doing it, but you know, you've got a goal and 2 assists right now. In fact, you've scored in 2 of 4 games this season. Has defense always been your position?
For the most part, yeah. Growing up, I was a forward here and there, but always was a little too defensive, but pretty offensive from the back end, so I always got stuck in D. But
did you make that decision, or did the coaches come up to you and say, I think you make a better D?
I think when I was younger, I played forward a little bit more, and then as I got older, they realized I was probably a little bit better at defense, but could still be pretty good on offense from the back end, so they pretty much made that decision for me.
Do you have a hard shot?
No. No.
So how do you get a couple of goals then?
I had a one-timer, just let it fly, you know. We had a little bit of issues early on that I wasn't getting the puck kind of in a sweet spot, and coach brought it up to us on the bench, and my D partner told me to stand on top of the circle, so I got there and he put it right in between my legs and I let it fly, and it went in, so I think it's in the moment.
Absolutely. Your team is 4-0, and that's got to be nice, and you guys have put the puck in the net. I mean, 2 games with 11 goals. Is that a little obviously you don't want to get overconfident. So is that a little bit of a point where you're just going to have to slow down and say, all right, I know we can score, but we don't want to be too confident to think that we can always score and not really realize, okay, this is a hockey game. Perhaps we might get a little overconfident at some time.
I think you need to keep that confidence. Like our top line, red line, is what we have them in practice. That's Ferguson, O'Rourke, and Holly. I mean, they just put the puck in the net. That's just what they do. And I think that just calms everybody, you know.
Okay.
Once we get that, just gets everybody going, you know. So I think it's good that we put the puck in the net because you need that. And then, I mean, we've had I think the one game against Marquette was, what, 6-3?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was a little bit lighter, but even though OSU was 2-1, but, I mean, we didn't stop. You know, the puck just wasn't going in, and we were still getting the chances. So I think it's good that we're more of an offensively dominant team. So easier on the defense, too, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you just got to make sure you're back.
Yeah.
And don't go too far ahead, and don't fail to tell your winger or whoever is covering for you, hey, I'm moving in.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job of, you know, hey, Finn, skate it, you know, and take my ice, and they cover, and then we switch on the ice, and it's pretty good. Pretty good for, you know, all of us really only knowing each other for about a month and a half, so.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. That's the thing. It's a slow meld because, yes, you've only been together a month and a half, and yes, everything's happening the way I guess everyone wants it because, A, you're 4-0, and A, you're scoring a lot of goals. In fact, you're outscoring teams, that is, by a count of, I think, 30-6 in 4 games. So it's a lot of goals that you're putting on the board. But at the same time, the team's staying relatively confident in a calm way.
Yeah. I think a lot of that comes from our a lot of power play goals this year. Coach has pretty good units. I don't know exactly what I think we're
12 for 26. You're at almost 50%.
It's really good for a power play. So
it's crazy good.
I think that kind of gives us some confidence. You know, Coach preaches, you know, stay disciplined, and I think we've been pretty good throughout 4 games of saying discipline and getting our, you know, once we get on the power play, we get a few on there. That's kind of a turning point in a game, you know.
Hunter Findlay is joining us of the Drury Panthers. Now, you said, hey, Finn, pass the puck. So is Finn your nickname?
Yeah, I go by Finns and Fins on the ice. That's just kind of what they started calling me when I got here. So.
Has that been a nickname for you?
Yeah, I've always been Fins, or Finny, anything like that. So.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's good to have at least a nickname that you like.
Yeah.
Now, when you were growing up, has hockey always been your favorite sport?
Oh yeah. I tried football, baseball. That was about it. But I pretty much stuck with hockey. It was always, hey, do you want to go to football or go to hockey? I was like, I want to go to hockey. I could never dedicate my time to another sport other than playing hockey.
Well, if they gave me a chance of 2 sports, I would never even want to anticipate anything other than hockey.
Yeah.
It combines everything. It's really the best sport in the world, but, you know, we're biased because we love it. We play it, right?
And some people always try to say, oh, well, football gets him in shape for hockey. And my dad was always like, no, hockey keeps him in shape for football, you know. So I just always stuck to hockey and happy with that.
That's the way it needs to be. I mean, speaking of the way it needs to be, what has motivated you to be the type of player that you
are? I think honestly coming back from all my injuries. I've had a lot of injuries throughout juniors, and I always was like, I need to get back to where I was my first year of juniors, and that's always kind of how I try to get back to. And this year has been pretty close to that level of production and how I feel on the ice, which is very nice.
Has hockey always been your favorite sport?
100%, without a doubt.
Now,
always.
When you were growing up, what started you in hockey when you were growing up?
So my parents just kind of put me in a learn to play when I was, I think, in like kindergarten maybe, and just kind of stuck with it, you know. They just started off in the winter, and then, you know, oh, hey, we have a spring team, you know, and then that led into AA, AAA, and then ultimately juniors, and then here. So
you've done everything. You've gone through it. Now you're in college. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, that's a hard question. I want to ride out hockey as long as I can. You know, if there's any possibility of, you know, whether that's getting into coaching or, you know, some type of skills or, you know, even some like hockey operations, I'd love to. And then if that doesn't work out, probably some type of like IT, anything cyber related.
So that's kind of that would be your day job, would be your IT, cyber stuff, and then at night do your hockey stuff.
I could do that, but if I could just do hockey as my full time, then
absolutely.
Definitely hockey.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. Hunter Findlay is joining us of the Drury Panthers. What made you decide Drury?
Honestly, coaches were calling me over summer, and I was actually recovering from my second shoulder surgery, and I didn't get to play very many games in my final year junior, so I was just kind of waiting and waiting. And after talking to them so much, I was like, you know what? I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing with the program, and so I was on board.
So in a sense, it kind of changed your mind a little bit. Were you pretty much, not for the sake of saying done, but just really not motivated as much?
I think it was hard to know when I was going to be able to come back. With it being my second, it was a little more strict on what I could do to be able to come back. So I didn't know for sure if I was going to be able to play right away, and if, I didn't want to think that it was going to be the end, and I knew it wasn't. And so they were good with me over the summer. Like, they weren't pushy. I was like,
sure.
Once I am cleared and able to give you guys an answer, and they never were like forcing me to make an answer or anything, which was very nice. So that helped a lot.
That's always got to be nice. Hunter Finley joining us of the Drury Panthers out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Was there much hockey in Indianapolis?
So I've only lived there for probably about 3 years. I live about 10 minutes from a rink that's sponsored by the ECHL team, the Indy Fuel that's there. So where I'm at, it's pretty good, but can't speak for the rest of the area.
Must be nice to have hockey around, because some people grow up and maybe they have one rink and maybe it closes and maybe it struggles and all that kind of stuff. But it seems like with hockey, at least being around, you could go to the rink all the time.
Yeah. My rink is open all the time for just sticking pucks or anything. And there's a lot of kids that are in the same boat as me that play junior somewhere else, and then we meet in the summer and just kind of catch back up and keep in shape and stuff like that.
Who is your favorite NHL player?
Ooh, probably Erik Karlsson right now.
Okay, interesting. And what is your favorite NHL team?
Probably Pittsburgh Penguins. Where my mom's from, so I'm kind of just
Okay. You follow them a lot, or?
Yeah, I've kept up. Not so much as they've kind of gotten a little worse, but I still keep up as much as I can.
Yeah, they were so close to making the playoffs.
I know.
And
18 years, right?
Yeah, it was Chicago. I think all they had to do was beat Chicago, and they couldn't even do that. That's got to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, they've been in playoffs since I can remember. So but it's a new era.
Absolutely, hockey is a completely new era. Who's the biggest motivator on the team?
Ooh, biggest motivator. Probably my D partner, Francis Young-Menard. He pumps everybody up. He's always talking. Who else? Teasdale too.
Okay.
Teasdale's gets me going.
Yeah, he's up there in points too. 3 goals, 2 assists for him. He's got a couple of shorthanded goals too, which is interesting already. He's actually the only one with the shorthanded goals this season for the hockey club. But speaking of goals, at the end of interviews, I always wish players more goals. So hopefully you'll get more than the one you already have. And at the end of the season, you'll be right up there with everybody else.
Hopefully. Thank you.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for doing this. We'll take a break. That, of course, was Hunter Finley. We'll be back. More hockey coming up in a moment.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Tri-Lakes Marine has upped its game. Not only is Tri-Lakes Marine the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state with G3 aluminum fishing boats and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats, Tri-Lakes is now the area's newest and largest Bennington dealer. Bennington pontoons are the pinnacle of luxury pontoon boats, and Tri-Lakes Marine has several models in stock. If you're ready to up your game on the lake, stop by Tri-Lakes Marine today on your way to Table Rock, just 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160, your full-service boat and motor dealer.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
It's time to drop the puck on the second period. Here's Steve Casson.
Along with Amari Johnson on camera and Scott Lutsky from his home sweet home. Scott, say hi to the folks. There he is. I like you're dressed very nicely for the game. That's amazing. That's good. I like it. Good to know that we can do this. The NHL did it earlier this season. Well, not this season, but a couple of seasons ago during COVID, and we almost had to do that. There was a time during COVID, and again, we were not covering Drury, we were covering Missouri State, and it was a situation where we did games with no fans in the stands. I think 3 people were in the stands, not counting the camera crew and the broadcast crew. So a very interesting scenario to be able to call games that way. First in my career. I'm sure first in yours too, Scott. Both teams have made their way onto the ice, and this time we will switch things up. Brett Sweet will defend to our right. And to the left, it will be Addison Zeke. Fresh 20 minutes up on the clock. And we are ready to go. Jacob Hawley in to take the draw for Drury, and he does win it from Spencer Turner, and the Panthers have possession of the puck. That'll be the next game coming up. Missouri State and Maryville, Division III action at 6 p.m. Central. Saints in the zone. Here is a potential drive. It comes right out in front. Oh, what a goal. Panthers could not clear the puck. Caleb Bross will get the goal, and it's 4-1. It'll be his 3rd of the season. This one coming just 30 seconds into the period. And that is not what you want to see if you're a Drury Panther fan. $19:20 to go in the period. Puck flipped out. Let's catch the call.
For Gross, unassisted at 30 seconds.
Down into the Panthers zone, into the corner. Low along the goal line. Baracco over to the far side. Work at the Cardinale. Off of his skate. Puck kept in. Baracco sticks it into the corner. Now a drive in, Sweet with a save, rebound. That's moved into the corner. The initial drive by Hafner was steered aside. Puck up the middle. It is cleared out, and it'll be reset by Hafner. Saints get back on side. Serrato will have it. Oh, he had it for a moment, lost the puck. Taken by the Saints. Worked through. Lane had it. Lane gets upended. Now taken by Serrato and flipped up and out. Bouncing puck for Labutus. He'll chase it down. And Maryville sets it up in their own zone with 17:46 to go in the period. Here come the Saints. Nice move. Drive in. Save. Good move there by Lowensdale. An even better save by Zeke. Actually, I take that back. That is Sweet. To the corner now from Hedman. Shot comes in and Sweet will make the save there. 17:14 to go in this period in a 4-1 lead. With a goal here in the second period by Maryville, Ross will get it. Scott, you'll have to remind me, I need to get you your Drury swag. They have these new sweaters. It used to be cold in here. It is not. I am toasty roasting in this sweater. Puck sent out. Connects with Ferguson. Panthers now in the Saints zone. Need to get another one here. The only goal is Ferguson, who is one of the top 3 goal scorers for Drury. That has kind of been their downfall if you look at them statistically. The top 3 players are really the only ones that are putting pucks in the net right now. Hawley, Ferguson, and O'Rourke with 18, 17, and 15 points respectively. Although if you add Ferguson today, that's 18. He's tied for the lead. More rounded out and balanced scoring helps the team. Here comes Menard. Back behind the net, looking for some help. Flipped out to Serrato. Line change for Drury. Saints back of their own net. They work the puck out. Stagel. Panthers have a 4-on-3 into the zone as a couple of defensemen late to come back. Drive comes in. Steered aside. Panthers hold it in on the left side. And it's cleared out to center. Here is Doggett. His pass intercepted. Settled down by Serrato. Neal back of his own net out of Fenton, Missouri. Oh, they were trying to break Doggett in front. Didn't get to it. Now Doggett steals again. 14 3/4 to go in this period. Saints drive it in. Goes behind the net. Stagel with it. He'll try to one-hand it out, and he does have possession of the puck. 3-on-3 into the Saints zone. Cross-ice pass. Trying to look for something as O'Connor in front. Score! Cross-ice pass connects. And this one is Patrick Labutis' goal, I believe. It's a 4-2 game. Here in the second period. So Labutis will get his 3rd goal of the season.
Panthers goal, scored by number 19, Jacob Ollie. Assisting on the play, number 18, Riley O'Connor. And number 23, Gannon Stigall. Goal scored at 5:39.
Well, we will completely figure that one out. As again, they're reporting what the officials report, and maybe sometimes they're not paying attention. Puck driven down into the Drury zone. Stopped by Sweet. Here comes Fournier. He'll have it left side. Looking for a centering pass. Fighting his way through is O'Connor. Broken up from him. It's cleared and sent down. Chased all the way in by Sillenpaw. Young Menard. Pass intercepted. Now he'll have it again. Connects on the near side boards. Tisdale to steal. Sent all the way down. Lorenko there to forecheck. Puck comes out in front. Now Tisdale with a drive, save, rebound loose, and it goes through the crease after a save. Secondary shot by Tisdale missed. Here's Menard. Looking for some help in front. Tisdale standing there, but instead they go to the boards. Finley to bring it around. Now out in front, Tisdale with a shot. It's partially blocked. Right circle. Tisdale again. Tisdale sends it down. Still at the right point. Here's a drive in. Right out in front. It was tipped by Lorenko. Good movement here for this line. Menard as the Panthers work like it's a power play, but it's not. Puck is taken away and cleared, sent all the way down. This is no icing. Back in the Drury end. Puck up the middle. Sweet steers it aside. Shot came from Mumford. Panthers are able to clear and send it down. 11:26 to go on the period. All the way in. Teasdale is trying to get to it, cannot do it. Meanwhile, the Panthers change in the back end. Puck is cleared out and kept by Lyons. Now fighting for it is O'Rourke. Ethan O'Rourke, 8 goals, 7 assists for the freshman out of Penticton, British Columbia, Canada. Home of Jeremy Law, head coach. Saints across the line. The Panthers break it up. Hawley to stick it into the corner around Lyons. Back down in low, looking for a pass or a shot on the side, that is Mumford. And it's cleared and sent all the way down. No icing though, as the goaltender Zeke has to make the save, and still no whistle, or at least one that we could hear. 10:25 to go in the period. Shots are now 21-19. So with 10:25 to go in this period and a 4-2 game, Panthers just hope to get another one and make this a different hockey game. Near side boards, swept off by Schmitz, sent right back down. Schmitz puts a hit on Mueller. Mueller says, "I'll just take it, thank you very much." Ferguson to intercept, one-on-one. Left side, Ferguson looking for a centering pass, not able to get in front. It was O'Rourke. Now the Panthers with some pressure, but we turn the other way. It's a 3-on-2 for Maryville. Bring it across the line. Rancilio had to stop as he's going to the bench. Schmitz with Hawley. Return pass, intercepted. Panthers gain possession. Front of the Drury bench, racing hard. is Hawley. Shot comes in with 9:11 to go. Tyler Kane will be our second period intermission guest. We hope you'll tune in for that. Schmidt's pass, it's broken up. Centered, Menard is able to clear. Now here come the Panthers. Across the line for Abel. Abel waits, he shoots. It's deflected into the corner, may have gone off the stick of the goaltender, Zeke. Panthers getting some shots, starting to hit players now. Oh, Abel's going to get a penalty. Probably kneeing. What do the officials call? Still waiting on the call. They're going to call trip. Abel will go for tripping. Third power play for the Saints. Maryville on the power play, 12.5% coming into today's game. On the penalty kill, 76.5 for the Panthers coming into today's game. Maryville on the draw, they win it. Logan Mueller with a drive in, stared aside.
For tripping at 8:35 on the clock.
So tripping is the call. Here's a partial drive and it goes in. It was partially blocked in front and it goes in past the goaltender's suite. Mueller will get it. It's a power play goal, and it's 5-2. Fifth goal of the season, second of this game. Second power play goal of the season. .11:02 the time of the goal. Here in the second
Saints
period.
goal scored by number 8, Mueller, assisted by number 21, Goyer. Time of goal, 11:52.
And that sounds about right, 11:52. We'll give it to him. 7:33 to go in this period. Panthers now trail by 3. Here come the Saints across the line. Snap pass. Makes it through past Lane. Labutis. Lost the handle on the puck. 7:05 to go. Saints back in. Here's a drive-in sweet with the save after the initial shot from Lowensdale, the sophomore out of Chesterfield, Missouri. .23-20 are the shots in favor of the Maryville Saints. Panthers come in at number 35 in the Central. Saints come in at number 22. And that, of course, preseason, as the first ranking period is in November. Oh, puck stolen. Turned around by Arden Herbert, and it's cleared out to center. Now Herbert again with it. Finley is able to clear. Panthers send it out. A Panther goes sliding down, and it's cleared out to center and across the line. Now right out in front, missed by O'Rourke. Again, O'Rourke, a drive in. It's on the back of the post. Where is it? Behind the net. Cleared out. Saints with it. Spinning around to check is Mumford. Panthers with it again, looking for some room. A drive up high and a big save that came from Ferguson. Panthers with it again. Or take that back. The Saints will bring it across the Panther line. Right side. Shot in, missing wide. Rebound out in front. Off the stick of Feltz, or make that 15 Bracco. And Sweet had to come up with that. Blockered into the corner. Off the shot of Keller. Kane to rush through. Panthers with Ferguson, can't chop it away. Kept in, 4:59 to go in the period. To the corner to Bracco. Off the boards to Cardinale. Shifted back to Bracco. Looking behind the net. Centered it out in front. Broken away from Cardinale. Off the boards once again. Work down low to Kane. Serrato to help out. Cross ice. They get it to Teasdale. He tries to race through, and Bross will intercept. Maryville out of their own zone. And we get a player upended in front. That was Lorenko. He wasn't happy. Meanwhile, the play comes the other way. Across the line into the Panthers zone. Turned around with 4:07 to go in the period. Kane had it for a moment, and it shot right back down into the Panther end of the ice. Shots 24-21 in favor of Maryville. Puck out to the corner, and Sweet will hold on. 3:51 to go in this period. Don't forget, we have another game for you coming up at 6 p.m. And that will be Missouri State and Maryville. That's Division III action. That'll be on a separate channel. We hope you'll tune in for that. .345 to go. (5-2) in favor of Maryville. Goals by Mueller, Rancilio, Gower, Bross, Mueller with his second. 2 goals by Drury include Ferguson in the first period. We think it's Labutus. They said it was somebody else. We will verify that coming up at the intermission. .324 to go in a 3-goal game. Off the boards and out, and the Saints in front of the Drury bench to reload. Maryville coming into this weekend after a 7-1 loss to Lindenwood. They could leave this weekend with a sweep over the Drury Panthers. But right now they have a 5-2 lead in game 2. But I'm sure there's more left in the third period for the Panthers here. They get one here in the next 2:22, and it'll be a better scenario. As you know, 5-2 is the worst lead in hockey. Up the middle, a drive comes in from Hunter Finley, and it's gobbled up by Zeke. Shots 24-23. That favors Maryville. They have led in shots for the most of this game. Face off to the right of goaltender Zeke, and the Panthers, after the draw, will have to come back into their own zone. Finley underneath the stick of Labutis, sent all the way down. Racing for it is Fournier. Panthers have it right on the side of the net, and a shot goes right through the crease. Into the Panthers zone, working a backhander in was Lowensdale. To the point, Labutis. Nice pass over, broken up, but here come the Panthers. They have a 3-on-2. Driving it down in low is Fournier. Fournier's pass broken up. Panthers still try to move the puck. Sent all the way down by O'Connor. Moved into the near side. Dropped to the right side. Now to the far angle. Getting down to a minute left in this contest.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Thanks so much. Here come Maryville, looking for a centering pass after the initial shot by Lane, and it gets deflected into the corner. Panthers do get it across the line, right out in front, broken up defensively, 38 seconds to go. Off the boards, picking up his own pass was Hedman. Still with it. Looking around to Josh Salmon on the ice now. Senior out of Chesterfield. With 7 seconds. Puck to the far side. Salmon gets checked down. Panthers have it, and that'll do it for the period. Shots on goal in the period. Nine on Sweet, 2-period total of 24. 9 on Zeke, 2-period total of 23. 3 goals in the second period. For Maryville, Bross, his third, makes it 4-1. We think it's Labutis. We'll check on it for Drury at 5:39. 4-2. And then on the power play, Mueller, his 5th, second of the game. Goyer with the assist, 5-2. That coming at 11:52. Power plays, the Saints 0 for 3 because those are the only penalties. They've all been assessed to the Panthers. Saints have not taken one yet. Thus, the Panthers have not been put on the power play. So to recap all the goals, Mueller with 2 for Maryville, Rancilio, Gower, Bross, and then for Drury, Ferguson, and we think it's Labutis. We'll verify that one at the intermission. So we'll take a break and be back with Tyler Kane. He'll be our intermission guest. After 40, it's a 3-goal lead for the visiting Maryville Saints over the Panthers.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone Spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Now joining us is Tyler Kane of Springfield, Missouri, the junior on the Drury Panthers this season. And Tyler, welcome. I want to say it's a welcome, but not really. You've played through like the Spirit, and now you're on the Drury Panthers, but you're a junior, right?
That's right, yeah.
So why don't you just go straight into Drury right after? I mean, I know they've only been around for 2 seasons, but what were you doing besides then before you got to Drury?
I graduated high school, and then I went to University of Arkansas my freshman year. Kind of took a break from hockey. I realized I missed it, so I'm back at Drury.
Oh, that's right. I remember that now. Yeah. So you've been here. You've stuck around. You played the D3 team. In fact, no, I don't think no, they weren't. The last time I think the D1 team played was probably back in 2015. So that was way before your time. So obviously not happening. But, what is happening here is you have a goal and an assist. You have points in 2 of 4 games. Your last goal actually came with 2 minutes left in the third against Marquette on the 22nd. So what's it like to get back into college hockey, as you mentioned?
Oh, I love it. I love everything about it. The team and just we're meshing together and really getting along. So it's such a positive environment. Every time I walk into the locker room, I got a good group of guys right next to me. So.
Now, how different is it? Now, for folks that don't know, you played at the Jones Center in Springdale. Now, the Jones Center is not a regulation ice rink. It's short. How difficult, and if you look at center ice, the blue lines are maybe, you take one stride and you're blue line to blue line, it's that short. How difficult or different is it to now have to readjust to a full-size ice rink?
I mean, I definitely was not a fan of the Jones Center ice for sure. It's a lot better here. I think it was terrible because the games I'd play center, and so the zones are like huge, and so I'd have to skate from corner to corner. It felt like I was skating all the way across the ice every time. But
yeah, it's crazy because you really it messes you up. You're trying to enter the zone and you have no time to think because you're going from defense to entering the zone offensively, and it's got to be tough. But was it an advantage for the team at all?
I think. Well, I actually didn't play in Arkansas on the team, but I think when we went and played them, I think it was definitely a big advantage for them because we had a really short bench, so we got gassed pretty easily in the defensive zone. They got us running around and kind of stretched they were used to the bigger ice, so it's definitely an advantage for them.
What's it like to be here now playing with Drury? You've got a chance to kind of see what's going on the road, but now it's going to be time to play in front of the home fans.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I love everything about it. I'm excited for Friday tomorrow. It's going to be a big game.
Tyler Kane joining us of Missouri State. Of Drury. Sorry about that. What I meant to say was there's another team here, Missouri State. They also play here. What made you choose Drury?
Kind of just worked out. I got to talking to the coach early, and he kind of convinced me, and then I looked at the school and I toured it, and I really liked the academics, and I met a lot of my professors, and it's a really cool it's a lot different going from Arkansas, which was like 150 kids in a class, to like 20. I really enjoy that, like having a more personal aspect with your professors and the teaching, like the classrooms.
Playing close to home, that's not an issue?
No, I like it. I got my family right here. I can go do laundry at their house anytime I want. So.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So do you live off campus or on campus, or?
I have an apartment with my brother.
Okay, well there you go. So yeah, that's a little bit better. It's one of those things that you love family, but you kind of need to be a little separate from them every once in a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Or maybe a lot when you've grown up.
Yeah, need some space.
Tyler Kane is joining us. Speaking of growing up, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm not for sure yet. I'm going to school for cyber risk management, cybersecurity.
Okay.
I would like to do something with that, maybe penetration testing, or even just working in that kind of environment with computers and doing remote work. But I'm not really locked down on anything yet.
So are you kind of a computer geek?
A little bit. There's definitely people that are way better than me, but I'm getting there. I'm learning quite a bit. I'm in a lot of computer classes this year, and it's really fun.
I hear what you're saying. My other day job, they look at me as the IT guy, and I'm like, there's people much better than me.
Yeah.
I know a few things, but enough to be dangerous, but that's it.
Yeah.
Tyler Kane is our guest. Who is your favorite NHL player?
Ooh, like current or all time?
Let's go both.
I'll do all time. Pavel Datsuk. He's
Okay.
my favorite. I like the way he looks at the game, and the creativity he brings to it was like completely like next level from that time. I really think. Current, I'd go. Leon Draisaitl probably.
Okay.
I think it's one of the best playmakers in the game right now. So.
That's always a good pick. Who is your favorite NHL team?
Ooh, I gotta go St. Louis Blues. I'm kind of the home team, but
no, there's no reason why you can't. Now this year, though, the question is, do they make at least a playoff spot?
I'm hoping so. I got my fingers crossed. They got a little restructure last year, so I think they'll be all right. They've looked kind of decent in their preseason games.
Yeah, they've been winning.
Yeah.
Rumor has it they had a fight in practice today.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. But you know what happened in 19 when they had a fight in practice? They ended up winning the Stanley Cup.
Oh, yeah.
So I was joking.
All right.
No, that's why I said rumor has it. I don't know. But yeah, let's hope that that things go well for them. Do you get to many Blues games at all?
I haven't in a while. It's been probably since high school, but I want to soon. I'm gonna try to make a trip up there.
Tyler Kane is joining us. So your nickname is T. Kane.
That's right, yeah.
Has that always been your nickname?
Yeah, it's kind of just followed me around. I don't know. Everywhere I've been, from high school to Arkansas to now Drury, it's just like everyone calls me that.
At least it's a nice name to be able to pronounce. You don't have names like let's see, like Labutus.
Yeah.
You know, that can be messed up pretty quickly, pretty easily.
Definitely.
Has hockey always been your favorite sport, or did you have others prior?
No, hockey's definitely been my favorite since I played t-ball when I was like 5, and then it was super hot because it was the middle of summer. My parents would have to bring me to the games, and then they brought me to a roller hockey rink. And they were like, "Oh, it's air conditioned in here. You're playing this sport now."
Oh, that's it. And then they found regular ice hockey, and they said, "Okay, now." You can. But did they not understand how expensive it is?
I guess not. I don't know if they would have made the same decision if they knew that.
Do you remember the first time on the ice?
I don't really. No, it was quite a while ago, but I remember being in love with it right as I.
It's got to be different because, okay, you're playing on the Spirit, and I know that the parents can get really into the game. And I don't know if you hear it when you're on the ice, but there's yelling and screaming, and there's all sorts of stuff going on. It's obviously different because the parents are yelling and screaming at you in a different way, where here you're in front of fans that are just cheering for you. I don't know if there's a difference or if you've ever experienced the difference.
It's definitely a crazy atmosphere in a college game, like especially a packed rink. It's definitely like a lot different than just your parents yelling at you. Way more energy for sure.
Tyler Kane is joining us, or T. Kane, as they call him, from the Drury Panthers. Right now, I know it's only 4 games in, but is there an MVP of this hockey club?
Ooh, I don't know yet. It's going to be hard to tell. I think all 3 of our goalies are insanely strong. I think one of those will definitely probably be an MVP spot for sure. But it's too early to tell.
And, well, I think 2 are freshmen. I think one's a sophomore. I think Grayson's a sophomore.
Yep.
And the other 2 are freshmen. So relatively young goalie core.
I think Josh is a sophomore as well, for sure.
He might be, yeah.
Played last year. So.
Yes, he did. So I'll have to double check on my stats here. But yeah, it's nice to have goaltenders that can stop the puck. I mean,
it's nice, yeah.
You guys are 4-0, so that's got to be nice. But is it a little bit? I mean, you don't want to get overconfident because yes, 2 of those games were 11 goals that you had scored, but you don't want to get too overconfident. Do the guys still kind of keep things in check a little bit?
We definitely, we gotta focus on not getting too big of a head. I think that the first game we played against OSU, we scored. I think that was the game we scored like 11. And then the next game it was really close because I think we had the mindset we were gonna do the same thing, and it didn't work out as well for us. So yeah, we definitely gotta keep our emotions in check and stay disciplined.
Well, you scored the first goal 12 seconds in, and then after that you had to win it in a shootout.
Yeah.
So yeah, that changes things a little bit.
A lot different game for sure.
Tyler Kane joining us. Tyler, at the end of interviews, I always wish players more goals, so you have one, that's good, but let's get some more. And then at the end of the season, we can talk about you with a bunch more in the net.
All right.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
That's Tyler Kane of Springfield, Missouri, a local product here. We'll take a break. Be back. More hockey coming up.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created junk email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Tri-Lakes Marine started with Pat and Eric working out of the back of their service truck, repairing boats and keeping folks on the water. Today, Tri-Lakes Marine is the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state. At Tri-Lakes Marine, you will find in-stock Yamaha outboards, G3 aluminum fishing boats, and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats. And Tri-Lakes Marine is still a full-service dealer with a complete Yamaha service center because maintenance matters. We take care of our customers. Check out our full lineup of boats and motors at Tri-Lakes Marine, 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created junk email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Let's head for the third period. Here's Steve Casson.
Along with Amari Johnson on camera and Scott Lutzke. Scott, you want to say hi? Oh, it's a different angle. Ah, look what you have. All that setup at your home. What the heck? Can I do that from your house? Can I do that from your house? Oh, I see. All sorts of gadgets and gizmos and everything like that. I like it. Looking good. Looking good. I have confirmed it is Labutis on the goal, his third, that made it 4-2 at the time. O'Connor and Stegel with the assists. So officially it's Mueller, Rancilio, Gower to make it 3-0 Maryville. Ferguson, Drury makes it 3-1. Bross gets a goal to make it 4-1. That was early, 30 seconds in the second. Labutis for Drury makes it 4-2. And then Mueller again on the power play. And it is 5-2 as we start period number 3. Getting set is Addison Zeke. Brett Sweet ready for Drury on the left side of your screen. And we'll see what happens. Did not get a chance to talk to head coach Jeremy Law or Cliff Cook. They were in closed door meetings, so we'll see what happens here in the third period. Next goal important. As we mentioned, 5-2 is the worst lead in hockey, so the next goal is very important for either of these teams. Saints through some skates, not able to handle it. Feltz in his own zone, pressured. Here comes O'Rourke with it, tries to stuff it off the side of the net. It doesn't work. O'Rourke will swing it around to the left side. Now to the right, well, from the right to the left as you look at it. I'm in a different angle, so it's a little different for me. Puck is cleared out to center. I have to remember it'll be on the camera side is what you look at, which is opposite. Puck is sent down into the Maryville end of the ice. Saints with control. Back behind to Hafner. Let out and sent all the way down off of the stick of Bross with 18:50 to go in the period. Shots now 24-24. Drive comes in. It is blocked off, sticked into the corner by Sweet. Back below the net, and the Panthers trying to move the puck out. Fournier with some forechecking pressure. Labutus is there too. O'Rourke will swing it around. Labutus now across the line into Fournier. Centers it through, and Labutus had to go off of his stick. Tipped away. Here comes Bracco for Maryville. Pulled around the side. Back behind the net. 18 minutes to go in the period. 5-2 in favor of Maryville, as Saint lost the puck, and so the advantage to the Panthers. Make that Stegel will work through. Labutus helps, and it rolls off the stick of Kane and back out. We're going to get a penalty. This is a penalty that came from the Maryville bench. And it's a player that committed a penalty, a hooking call will be assessed, and then went to the bench, and the official immediately yelled at him and said, nope, you're going in for hooking. And that will be Keller. So Alex Keller will go. And the first power play of the game for the Panthers. So Drury, 42.9% with the man advantage, 12 for 28. Let's see if this percentage works out for them. Ferguson, shot that gets deflected up into the netting, so the play will stay in the zone. Penalty kill for the Saints, 88%, 88.2 actually. They've only allowed 2 of 17 this season. Panthers at one point this season scored 5 straight power play goals. Here's a blast in, tipped in front, and O'Rourke missed it. Puck flipped to the point, and is off the skate of Menard. And falling down was Josh Salmon. He had a great chance, and he fell down when he looked to see where the puck was. So no shorthanded scenario there, but there's just 1:04 to go on the power play. You get a goal here for the Panthers, and you're right back in this game. Fournier working through, trying to stick it away from the defense of Feltz. Sent down in low. O'Rourke to gather. O'Rourke past the official. Broken up and cleared and sent down by Mumford all the way where it's raced at by O'Rourke. No icing, remember. They're killing a penalty, are the Saints. So a battle now in front of the Maryville bench. Sent in. Lorenko is there. Penalty time has 20 seconds. Dug out, kept in by Serrato. Pass over to the right side. Fournier with it, up the middle, a blast in, and it's blocked inadvertently. Well, not inadvertently, I mean, Caden Whaley was falling down, he had his back to it, and the puck got blocked. It's up the middle, cleared with 2 seconds, and that'll do it for the power play. We're back to 5-on-5. Panthers not able to get anything established right now as far as passing goes. That's been a tough go in this hockey game. Sent all the way down, Labutis guarding everybody. Puck up the middle, broken up here, might be a break. Coming in on the left side is Fournier in front. Oh, and he lost the handle on the puck. Looking to make one extra move, and instead of getting a shot off, he missed the puck. Panthers had a great chance right there. He was looking for a trailer to maybe get a rebound, but instead could not get the shot off. 14:40 to go in the period. And a 5-2 lead for Maryville. Puck stolen. Saints with a drive. This one came off the stick of Rancilio. Up the middle again. Now to the left side, that is. Shot by Feltz is missed. 14-12 remaining in the period. Shot blocked in front. Good play there by Gannon Stegel out of Plattsburgh, Missouri. Oh, almost too many men. As one was going off the ice, one was on the ice, but nobody touched the pucks. The officials let it go. Panthers cough up the puck. Elijah Goyer. Feltz, he shoots, it's blocked in front. The rebound comes through. It's moved into the corner. Now right side drive in front. Oh, what a save. Feltz got that shot and a big save off the glove of the goaltender. Sweet, and now we get a whistle for an offside. 13-14 to go in this period. Shots 29-24. In favor of Maryville. They have led in shots this entire game. And now the Saints carry it once again. We're going to get a penalty, though. This is a delayed call against Drury. And just as the goaltender comes out, we will get a penalty for a tripping call. Fourth power play for the Saints. Into the penalty box for a trip is Jake Lyons. 4 penalties, 8 minutes. So Lyons will sit for 2.
Number 12, Jake Lyons. 2-minute minor penalty for tripping, called at 12:55.
So Maryville with possession of the puck, and they could take a big lead here as it comes right in on goal and stopped by Sweet. 1.5 to go in the power play. 12:25 remaining in the period. 5-2 in favor of Maryville. Mueller twice, Rancilio, Gower, Bross, For the Panthers, it's Ferguson and Labutus. And Drury, who came into this home weekend 4-0, already lost yesterday by a count of 6-4. And now it is a 5-2 contest where the Panthers of the Saints of Maryville are in control of the Panthers right now. .50 seconds remaining in the power play. Here's a drive in right on the doorstep after the shot by Hafner is covered up by Sweet. Line change for both teams. Draw one. Again, Maryville wins the draw. LaFleur's pass over to the left side and a drive that went off of the glove of Sweet. That one came from Cardinale. LaFleur sends it in front and enough for Sweet to hold on to. 21 seconds left in the penalty. And 11:17 to go in this period. Coming up at 6 p.m. Central Time, right after this game, it'll be Maryville, the Division III squad, and Missouri State. The Ice Bears of Missouri State 5-1 after an 8-0 shutout win yesterday over Maryville Division III. 2 seconds to go on the power play. It's expired. Panthers out of the box. And we will get a stoppage in play as O'Rourke was right there to pounce on the puck, but it's covered up by Zeke. .10:49 left in the period. Steve Casson along with Amari Johnson here at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Scott Lutzke controlling everything back from home sweet home, a couple of hours away from here. Shot comes in by Serrata, but we get an offside. .10:35 to go in the period. Another drive as Serrata will send it in. Puck stolen. Here's a blast in. Ferguson looking for his second, and it was steered aside. 10:19 to go in the period. Panthers need one here. O'Rourke is offside. He clears the zone. LaFleur, or CVL as they like to call him, Chase Van Cognate LaFleur. Left side to Hafner. Blockered in by Sweet, up and out of play. .9:43 as the clock tells us. 5-2 in favor of Maryville. Face off in the Panthers zone. Puck cleared all the way down. Icing will be the call once again. So 9:35 remains, 5-2 game here. Face off to the left of the goaltender, Sweet, who is 1-0 coming into today's game. 3.0 goals against average. Panthers just need something to go their way. Labutis chips it ahead. Stealing it is Lowensdale. Upended to the corner. Labutis gets down low to block it into the near side. Off to Feltz with a drive, steered into the corner again. Worked around for Hunter Finley. Moved behind the net. Gathered by Menard. Shuffled over to the near side boards off of Labutis' stick. And returned into the Panthers' end of the ice. 8:44 to go in a 5-2 contest. Panthers in their own zone. Lots of pressure. Abel is able to get it out. Breaks a 2-on-3, a drive missing wide by Doggett. Abel goes in hard into the boards. He gets up. He's okay. Panthers rush it through. Schmitz, that is, looking for the pass, comes up high. Here's a drive in, tipped just wide. The initial shot came from Stegel. It was tipped by Finley. And here is a 2-on-1. Breaking through, getting a drive in and getting another goal is Joseph Rencilio. Fifth of the season. It's 6-2. This goal coming at 12:11 of the period. Fifth goal for Rancilio.
By number 27, Rancilio. Time of goal, 12:11.
So apparently unassisted for Rancilio. 6-2. We're going to get a penalty. It's getting held up was Kane. And are they going to call a holding or a slash? Looks like a holding. Going into the box for the Saints, I believe, is that Salmon, number 10? Let's see. Amari, do you see who that is?
Yes, it's number 10.
All right, so that is Josh Salmon that gets called for that.
Saints penalty on number 10, Salmon. A 2-minute minor for holding at 7:21.
Second power play for the Panthers. Now Zeke makes a save to hold things with 7:03 to go in the period. Shots have been widened now, 37-27 in favor of Maryville. Finishing up a line change are the Saints. And apparently they're calling for a time change, maybe? They wanted to put 2 extra seconds on, so 7:03 apparently is what we're at. Panthers win the draw. Here is Ferguson. Sweeping over to the right side with a drive by Coles. Or no, I take that back. That is number 5, Hunter Finley. Not 9. Puck is cleared and sent back. 1:20 to go in the power play. Across the Saints line. Panthers work it through. Tipped in front. Missed wide by Hawley. Lorenko. Off the glass. Over to Ferguson. He shoots. Lorenko's there, but he missed it wide. Panthers trying to center it up. Oh, on his knees was Menard. He kept it in. Here comes behind the net Finley. Up high to Ferguson again. Ferguson calling for it. Gets it, and a one-timer missed wide. Finley in low. Pushing at it is Lafleur. And he goes down. Panthers keep it in. Ferguson with a snapshot missing wide. Finley to keep it going with 15 seconds. A blast in. It inadvertently hits Lorenko. Now Ferguson up high, a shot in, save. The rebound as right there was Lorenko after the initial shot by Menard is stopped by the goaltender Zeke, and he holds on. 4 seconds to go in the penalty. 5:24 remains here in the third. Shots 37-31 in favor of Maryville. Puck stolen. Here's Bracco. His pass couldn't connect with Salmon. The Panthers with Serrato, the defenseman out of Fenton. On the line. Oh no, it's off. Bracco couldn't hold it in. 4:58 to go. And we are in the final 5. Brought to you by Cadence Insurance. Panthers with it. Lowensdale. Still with the puck low along the goal line. Working around up high, off the right boards, now to the left side. Dropped down in low by Whaley. Panthers come out with it. Bottled up there. And worked back into the Panthers' end of the ice to set it up for Stagel. Panthers, who we mentioned, really have just one line putting the puck in the net. Hawley, Ferguson, and O'Rourke. Even though Labutis did get a goal today, Labutis has 3 goals this season now with a goal today. The balanced scoring will keep you going. Here come the Panthers. Here is a shot by Tisdale. Sends it in front to Lorenko, and he put it up over the net. Back out into the Panthers' end for Sillenpaw to handle. 3:20 to go in a 6-2 contest for the Maryville Saints. They scored 3 in the first. Mueller, Rencilio, and Gower. It was a 3-0 lead before Ferguson got a goal for Drury to make it 3-1. And then Bross to make it 4-1. Labutis came back with a goal to make it 4-2. Mueller with a power play goal for Maryville, and that made it 5-2. And then Rencilio gets his 5th and second of the game. Coming at 12-11 here of the third, and 6-2 is where we are. So the Saints 1 for 4 with the man advantage. The Panthers 0 for 2. And they had a hot power play coming into this weekend at 42.9% after yesterday's game. Pass by Schmaltz is broken up and cleared and sent all the way down. Or Schmitz, actually, Caleb Schmitz. .227 remains in this period. Another one coming up right after this, Missouri State, Maryville, Division III action. That'll be on a separate video feed. We hope you'll tune in. Puck flipped all the way around with 2:09 remaining. Here in the third. Working his way through is Sillenpaw off of his stick. Back to take the back, 81 Ferguson, not 11. 142 remains. These white uniforms are great, but when they bunch up, it's hard to see the numbers. Yeah, well, from our angle, it's hard to see anything. Play behind the net once again with 120. Calling for it in front was Whaley. It didn't get to him. But the Saints keep it in. Bracco looking for a drive. Steered aside. Centered right up the middle. And flipped out to center.
1 minute remaining to play.
Now coming out in front is Hawley, and a good poke check away by the goaltender. Breaks up his bid to get something. Saints in the zone. Keeler. Up top. And with 38 seconds to go. Here's Fournier. Off of his stick. Stegel looking for a backhander in, and it's gloved by Zeke with 9, make that 18.7. We'll round it up to 19 seconds left here in the third. Face off to the right of Zeke. Panthers trying to win it. To the corner and sent down with 10. Well, the Panthers had scored the first goal in 5 games this season. They did not score it here. As the buzzer sounds, and the final score 6-2 as Maryville completes the sweep of the Drury Panthers, who came in at 4-0. They now fall to 4-2 on the season. Once again, goals: Mueller, Rancilio, Gower, Ferguson for Drury. It's 3-1. In the second period, Bross. Then Labutis comes back with a goal. It's 4-2. Mueller with a power play goal at 11:52 of the second, 5-2. And then the only goal in the third period, Rancilio with his 5th of the season, 2nd of the game, 6-2 final. Penalties, Panthers 0 for 2. They took 4 penalties for 8 minutes. Saints 1 for 4, and they took 2 penalties for 4 minutes. So Maryville improves their record to 3-2. Drury now 4-2 on the season. So the Panthers hope to rebound, get back on the winning track as they continue on here in the 23-24 season. That'll do it from Jordan Valley Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena. For Amari Johnson, our cameraman. For Scott Lutzke, there he is, working at home in the comfort of his own home. Lunch gets served by your wife, doesn't it? There you go. Speaking of lunch, we're going to take a break. Next game coming up at 6 o'clock. We should be on the air at about 5:30. We hope you'll tune in on a separate feed as Missouri State will take on Maryville in Division III action. But for Scott and for Amari, I'm Steve Casson. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you soon.